folks, this is Vincent Adderley with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Star Trek Expeditions. This is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players. It's for ages 14 and up, and, well, there's no average playtime on the box, but if I had to guess, about 60 to 90 minutes. This is a game that I have covered before on my channel, but admittedly it's been 4 years, and Adderley has never touched this either. So we're going to give it a try and see if she likes it. In this cooperative game, which takes place in the Kelvin timeline, where Christopher Pine is Captain Kirk and, what's his face? Not Quentin Tarantino, although that would have been really funny. Anyway, Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Uhura, those are the 4 main characters in this set. In the expansion, there's Scotty, Chekhov, and Sulu. But I have that somewhere, I just don't know where it is. But we're going to play with the original 4 cast members today. I'll be controlling Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and Uhura. And it's sort of like Pandemic in the sense that bad things will happen on our turns, but we also get to take so many actions on our turn in order to do various things. Our primary goal is to finish the 3 different mission arcs, story arcs on the planet's surface. There's purple, green, and yellow, and there's a scoreboard for purple, yellow, and green over here to the right. We're going to be trying to find the next mission associated with these various story arcs, and then we're going to attempt those missions. And when we attempt a mission, we're going to roll dice. We're going to look at our character, whoever's there, and assign any special skills they might have. So if the mission calls for, say, diplomacy, well, if Captain Kirk is there, he can add an extra bonus to his die roll because he's got diplomacy. Each character is a Clix figurine, and WizKids folks will know what this is. You can turn the base, which I'm very bad at, to change the stats of this character. And the way this works is the highest click is full health, and you have the most value for that skill. There's command in yellow, science in blue, and like security engineering in red. And you're going to be adding that value to the mission type that you're doing, plus any other bonuses that you might have. And then hopefully between that and your dice roll, you'll beat the mission there. And that's what we're going to be trying to do. We're going to be trying to get through all of the story arcs over here. And each story arc has 3 parts to it. So it starts with Rebels 1. And for example, this particular Rebels story arc starts at Rebels 1, and depending on the outcome of this, there's 2 different things that could happen on the reverse side. You'll either go to 2A or 2B, and then you're going to do one of those. And then you're going to be presented with 3A, 3B, 3C, or 3D, so it splits off in different directions based on your dice roll and the mission results. And we're going to be trying to end the game by completing the 3 story arcs over here. We'll also earn points. The points really don't matter. It's more of like a how high can you make your score this game. It's not necessary, but it's fun to track, I guess, if you're interested in that kind of thing. So I am Captain Kirk. I'm also Mr. Spock. His ability here, did I tell you Kirk's? I can't remember. Kirk's is transfer 1 crew between you and any other player. Players will be able to draw cards to help them out on occasion. In fact, that's an action, but Kirk can transfer crew to different people if he wants. And Spock's special ability is look at the face down card in any one location, then return the card face down. So he can peek at cards here before he reveals them. The way this is laid out, do you want to hand me McCoy and Uhura real quick, just so folks can see what their special abilities are? McCoy can heal a character in your location, a number of clicks equal to 1 white die roll. Typically, you have to heal on the Enterprise, but if you're in a location with McCoy, he can heal you at the cost of 1 action. And Uhura's ability, draw 1 Enterprise or Energize card and keep it or give it to any other player. So she can draw cards and pass it to other people as well. All right. So the way this is set up, there are 3 yellow, 3 green, and 3 purple mission cards shuffled into this here. All of these larger cards. So there's 9 mission cards in here. The rest are like side missions that are shuffled in via a separate deck. and there's more in the box. So you're going to take so many that you need to fill out the rest of the board. Those aren't necessary for completing the primary goal, but sometimes you get rewards for completing them. So we're trying to find the 9 mission cards, and that will allow us to do these missions up here. We'll reveal them as we find them. These are the energized cards that I was talking about. In fact, we start with 2 cards each. So this is the energized deck, and each of us starts with 2 cards. They might contain crew members like this. So on a dice roll, if I'm trying to do a red mission, I'll get a +1 automatically for having Kirk there. If I'm attempting a yellow mission, I'll get a +2 in addition to whatever else I have with that. Spock has, let's see, he drew 2 cards, and he has a planetary scientist. And again, these skills as well contribute toward skill checks. In fact, this whole game is like Star Trek skill test the game. And then this is command authority. Play to gain 3 additional actions for this character. So just take some free actions. That's kind of nice. Mm-hmm. And then McCoy started with an engineer from the looks of it. Engineering and a computer uplink. This is a one-time use, +3 to any science challenge. So when you roll the dice and you need the extra boost, you can use that. And then Uhura has the security officer, which is a +2 on red challenges, and another command authority card, which allows her to take 3 additional actions. Okay. On our turn, we can take a total of 3 actions. Well, first, we have to flip a stardate card. Stardate cards are bad. They typically advance time. There's a time tracker on the right-hand side of the screen. When it gets all the way to the Klingon symbol at the bottom, which you guys can't see because the board is so big, but at space 30, that will end the game and we lose.
Okay, so don't get Darth Vader.
Don't get Darth Vader, correct. Yeah, that's bad. Or Emperor, if you want to call him Emperor Palpatine, that's fine too. But you're going to flip a stardate card, move the marker up if it asks you to, and then you're going to resolve whatever it says. Once you do that, like that's the bad thing. In Pandemic, you take your actions, then the bad thing happens. In this game, the bad thing happens, and then you can take your action. So it's kind of reversed. And then you're going to do your actions if you want. So the various actions that you have, I'll just sort of, hopefully the camera, there we go. So you can visit sickbay. If you're on the ship, you can visit sickbay. That means roll a die and heal that many clicks. And the lower your health, the worse your stats get. So if your health is too low, you're not going to pass a whole lot of skill checks. Enterprise attacks, we'll get into that later. There on the very top here is the Enterprise is in the middle, and the Klingon D7, I think that's a D7 battle cruiser, is over there to the right. And those plus and minus numbers only are for endgame scoring. The Klingon will be advancing toward the Enterprise and shooting at it. We have the option to shoot back and try and move up the track to get more points for endgame scoring if we want. But if we lose the Enterprise, game over. The Klingon is more powerful than the Enterprise, so we may have the opportunity, like we can decide to move back to avoid the Klingon at close range. But in doing so, we score negative points for doing that. Depending on the distance, the Klingon will either shoot short-range or long-range weapons. And at short range, it's devastating. So we want to keep the Klingons away from us, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, so we can, as the Enterprise, attack it instead. We can beam down or beam up. However, we can only take 1 beam action a turn. We can't beam down, do something, and beam back up. We can only beam up or beam down for that 1 turn. You can move a space on somewhere to an adjacent space on the board, so you can just move to a different location. You can make a discovery. There are randomized tokens that are sort of dealt out, and these are various bonuses that you'll get. This one, for example, long-range weapons +1. Discard for an additional +2 all weapons. This is for the Enterprise. So if the crew member that picks this up goes back to the Enterprise, they can drop it off as a free action, and our weapons get a +1 modifier for the rest of the game. This artifact over here, that is discard to gain 2 additional actions for this character. One thing I will warn you about, some of the missions in there require artifacts, so if you discard them for actions, you'll get a worse score at the end of the game if you use them, which the game does not tell you, unfortunately. You can take special character actions, which I already went over. You can draw one energized card, and there's no limit to your energized cards. Transfer a crew member to another person if you're in the same space, and attempt any one challenge that on the space that you're on. And then challenges, you'll get plus modifiers depending on a variety of things. We'll get to them when we get to them. We're also going to be doing starship battles. We'll get to them when we get to them. So, all right, I think that's a decent primer. Not perfect, but a decent one. Okay. There are 3 dice. There's a black die for the Klingons, and then there's 2 white dice for us. We roll 2 when we attempt a challenge, and I think we roll 1 die when we're doing combat, but I'm going to have to check the rules just to make sure I got that right. All right, so for example, I've got 3 actions. I'm going to spend 2 of them just drawing cards. In the beginning, I like to just draw a bunch of cards. That way the challenges are a lot easier to deal with later on. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to do 1 action. Oh, wait, first I have to do the start date. My bad. Let's do this right. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is saying I have... Oh, the number of actions is actually in the upper left-hand corner. I misspoke earlier. It's not always going to be 3 actions every turn.
I see. It's
going to be whatever this number is. Mm-hmm. And this says Klingon battle cruiser attacks. Now, the other colors here is based on difficulty. So if you want an easy game, only read the blue ones. If you want a intermediate, then resolve both. Mm-hmm. And if you want a hard game, resolve everything on the card. Mm. We're only going to do the blue because she's never played this and I like casual. So this little Klingon symbol is saying advance time by 1. So that little pawn up there, can you move that down by 1?
Which one?
The black pawn all the way at the top there. Yep, you got it. So now it's down to the 1. Mm-hmm. And now the Klingon battle cruiser attacks.
So you can't mix and match or do both, like blue and yellow?
What do you mean?
The difficulty? Like if it has text on blue and yellow, you can't just do both?
That's you're supposed to. On moderate difficulty, you do the blue and yellow.
Oh, okay. But what if you want to mix and match? Like, can you, like, for every card?
No.
You can't
unless you house rule it, but no. On easy, you only do blue.
I see.
On medium, you do blue and yellow, and on hard, you do all of it.
Okay.
But if you want to mix and match on your own, that's up to you. Okay, so starship battle. Move the attacking starship. So the Klingon is attacking. Can you move it from right to left to the +6? Okay, not that far, but okay.
Sorry, the X-Wing is too fast.
The X-Wing is too fast.
Or the Y-Wing, excuse me.
Do we want to retreat the Enterprise? Nah. Roll 1 black die and 1 white die.
Oh.
Okay.
If you retreated it, that would be an action?
No, it's a free thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 5 and a +7. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 5 and add that to the Klingon's long-range value.
6.
Well, no. We're going to look at its current health. Right now, it's maxed out at full health. And it's hard to see on the clicks figure. The top is shields. The middle one is long-ranged weapons, which is what it's there. It has a 6 on it. So 6 plus 5 is 11. So it's going to do, its attack right now is 11.
I see.
So now we compare that 11 to what we rolled plus our shield. Our shield is 9 right now, according to the Enterprise's thing. So 9 plus the 7 that we rolled is 16. Mm-hmm. So we block the attack. Unfortunately, this -1, there's a -1 on the 7, which means you take a damage anyway.
Oh, wow.
Anytime you do a challenge, yeah. So that it's like sort of like overdrive kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So the Enterprise takes a damage anyway, but...
Hull breached. No,
yes.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, the shields are still up. I mean, we're hanging in there. And then the Enterprise gets to shoot back. So we're going to roll both dice and compare values. Another 7 and a regeneration thing. This means that if it had any shield damage, it would repair 1, but it's not going to do that because it's at full health already.
Okay.
So our long range weapon is 7, and that is, so 7 plus 7 is 14. It has a shield value of 13. Well, we actually did damage to it. Okay. So we're going to reduce it by 1 click there. And unfortunately, we got another 7, so we take another damage, which is awful.
7s are awful then.
Yeah. These 7, well, they're great for passing skill checks, but you take damage that way. All right, so we resolved the Klingon battle thing.
The event phase?
Yeah, so now we move on to, with Captain Kirk, I can take 3 actions.
Yes.
So I'm going to draw 1 for 1 action. This is boost shields. So the next time on my turn, if the Enterprise gets attacked, I can boost its shields by playing this card. Next card is leadership, +2 to 1 challenge or die roll. Okay, I'm going to put these in like a pile so that they're easier to see for me later. And then for my third action, I think I am going to beam down. I have my eye on these here. This is a +1 to shields if I pick it up and bring it back. So I think I'm going to use a third action to just beam down. That reveals this card. And it is the Rebels. So that means I'm going to replace this with this. This is the first mission for the Rebels. And this is a motorcade ambush. A government motorcade is ambushed by rebels who wound many of the senators and their staff. Save as many of the wounded as you can. So this is saying that it wants a 21 blue skill check to pass. Its preferred skill is medical.
Yeah.
Dr. McCoy has medical listed twice.
Yes.
And because of that, he actually gets a +2/+2 on this. Each of those medical statuses count twice. Oh. So he is ideal for this mission later on. On a 21 or higher, you save most of the victims, and you get a rebel score of +3, so you would move yourself 3 up the score track if you were to complete that. On a 21 or higher, it says, this is honor before day 7. So we have to complete this before day 7, which is that tracker there.
Yeah.
If we don't get to this in time, then our rebel score is only +1.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to replace this with this, and this is just going to be discarded from the game. And that ends my turn.
Okay.
It's going to cost me an action to pick this up later, so I can't do that right now. All right, so now it is Spock's turn, and now he's going to draw a Stardate card to see what happens. All right, so he gets 4 actions, and it's 2 Stardates. So actually, you know what? Hold on. Was I wrong about that? Oh, that doesn't go up by 1. I'm sorry. That only advances. This is why I haven't played in such a long time. This Klingon only means the Klingon attacks. It doesn't mean
to go up on the thing?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's what this Stardate is. So just put it up to 2. Because there's 2 here. It says Stardate on it.
Okay. I thought it
2 time passes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was...
Yeah, see, there's a symbol here. The symbol on the bottom of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this says Stardate on it. So that's when you advance that. That's my bad.
I thought it was this, because it says Stardate, flip next Stardate card. I thought it was like 2 Stardate cards.
No.
Okay.
No, just flip. That's what we're doing. We're flipping the Stardate card. And certain Stardate cards have the word Stardate on them, depending on where it is. And we advance time then.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see the little moon symbol on the bottom. It's tiny.
It is tiny.
Okay.
So we advanced that twice, and that's it. So now Spock is going to go 4 times. I'm going to have Spock draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay, so he's got 2 yellows. And I think for his next 2 actions, let's see. I'm going to beam him down here for 3. So here's Spock, and I think he's fully, Okay, and then he beams down there for 3. Reveals that. This is an energy. So we draw this next energy one. And this is saying Nibian power generator. Come on, camera. A crystalline element which regulates energy production is rapidly degrading, leading to planet-wide energy shortages. Analyze the crystalline element. It wants a science blue check, analysis in dilithium samples, and it wants a 24 or higher with the best result, but a 19 plus will do. So that goes here.
Does that have a time limit as well?
No time limit according to this.
Okay.
And for my 4th action, I'm going to pick up the dilithium sample, which is nice.
So
And again, these are randomized whenever you play. So I'm going to put this on Spock's card, remind myself that I've got it. Now I'm going to play Command Authority to give myself 3 additional actions for this character. So this is going to go into a discard pile.
Oh, I see.
And let's go move that box up. So I get 3 additional actions with Spock. I do want to attempt this, but I want to make sure that I have a good chance of completing it. So if I were to attempt this now, it wants analysis and dilithium samples, which I have both. I just picked up dilithium samples here, and I've got analysis on Spock's card. So that would give me a +2 and another +2, plus 2 dice, plus whatever his science skill is 11. So it'd be 11 plus whatever these are, plus the analysis and plus the dilithium samples. I also have a crew that is also blue. That's going to give me a +2.
Can I use cards for you or no?
No.
Oh.
If you are at my location, I can get a +2 from every character that is also on this location. It'll sometimes say crew on space. If that's the case, then I can use your crew members in addition to mine. It'll say crew on space, but we haven't seen that yet.
What is transfer 1 crew member?
If we're on the same space, I give you a crew member card. Or you give me one.
But not these cards?
No, those are like events.
Darn.
There's like actions.
Okay.
Technically, you're supposed to hold them in your hand, but for the sake of the video, it's just easier for me to do this. So I still have, I forgot how many actions I had left. I think I have 3 left still.
Didn't you draw 2?
I drew 2 and beamed down for 3.
Oh, and then you took a 4th, and then...
And I took a 4th by picking that up. This, right. So I have 3 actions still. So for my first action, I can just attempt to do this. Before I do that, I might try and draw another card and hope I get a blue one so that I can try and hone in on that more. So this is 1. Perfect. +3 to any science challenge. I'll just put that over here. And then a second card for 2, security officer. And for 3, I will attempt this. So I'm going to take these dice and roll it and see what I get. A 7 and a 2. I'm rolling a lot of 7, so Spock is going to take 1 damage because I rolled that 7 minus 1. But that's 9, and then 9 plus 11 is 20. Analysis is 22. Dilithium sample is 24. Yeah, 24 plus is all I needed. I didn't even need to use my planetary scientist. So Spock does take a click of damage.
He dropped some of the dilithium and it landed on his
foot. His foot, right.
Yeah.
He went from 9 command to, oops, wrong way. He's dead. 8, 11, 7. So he went from 9, 11, 7 to 8, 11, 7 on his skills. So this is completed. He got the best possible result. And you determine the element is dilithium, but no a sample from the mine is needed for further analysis. All right, so it says energy score +3. So that green marker moves up 3. Yep. All right, cool. But that's it. So this mission is complete, and this space is going to be empty. Now this says energy 2A is the next mission. So it's telling us out of 2A and 2B, we got the better result. So this is going to come out at some point. We just don't know. We have to find the next green card to do that. Okay, so that was my additional 3 actions, so I am done.
Okay.
All right, so it is now your turn for McCoy. We're going to draw a Stardate card and see what's on it. This has a Stardate on it, so that has to move down 1.
Oh, boy.
You must discard 1 token or lose 2 clicks.
Ooh.
So you have no token, so you have to lose.
I'll lose clicks.
Yeah.
I can heal myself whenever.
Yes, you can, pretty much. You go from 8, 10, 8 to 7, 9, 8. So it's not a big loss, but so you took 2 damage, but that was it.
Wait, I went from 8, 10, 8 to. Shouldn't I go to 6, 10, 8 then?
No, it's not. It's not always going to be descending 1. 8, 10, 8.
Yeah.
8 yellow, 10 blue, 8 red, down to 7, 9, 8. So you went down 1 on science, and that's it, pretty much. Oh, and down 1 on command on yellow.
Oh, okay.
So you only went down 1 on yellow and 1 on blue as a result of that 2 damage.
I'm not familiar with clicks, so So.
Clicks is just health.
Oh. Okay.
It's a track basically. The lower your health, the worse your stats get.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to.
Okay.
But
because if I started at 8 and I went down 2, that's why I said 6.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Okay.
You can have the same stat until like 3 or 4 clicks later.
That's crazy. All right.
All right. So you've got 3 actions to take.
Okay, sure. I will follow your formula and I will draw. Well, I really need to get that down. I need to get that out.
And I'm there to help you if need be.
Yeah.
You could draw 1 and then beam down for 2 and then attempt it for 3. I'll be here to help you. You get a +2 for me being there. Okay. You have a +3. Your medical gives you, so your medical right now is 9. So 9 plus whatever these are, whenever you roll them, plus a +4 for the 2 medicals that you have.
So this is a +4 for medical?
Yes, because this medical is listed here, and you have medical listed twice on your card.
Okay, and this doesn't apply.
It does if you want to use it. It's a one-off.
But it says for any science challenge.
This is a science challenge.
Oh, this is?
That's blue. Yeah, blue is science.
Oh.
So
because your card said specifically science.
What card?
The one that you completed here?
Yeah.
It said, instead of medical, it said science.
Well, it said, and these are the skills. It's
I
still
see,
blue. It's the same symbol.
Oh, okay.
Blue,
You know
blue.
what?
There's only 3 types, yellow, blue, and red.
All right. I will draw a card, beam down, and then try it.
All right, so you get an energized card. It's a +3 red, which isn't terrible. That's Uhura.
Yep.
You don't, yeah.
Sorry. I went by color.
I know. So you're going to beam down.
Yes, and I will attempt.
Okay, so roll the dice and see what you get.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I have a leash on me.
It's the lavalier mic, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's not bad. Oh, 9. Very good. All right, so you're 9. Plus 9 is 18 alone.
19, 20, 21, 22.
22. And yeah, that's it. So all you needed was a 21 plus before day 7. So you got it. And this says, you save most of the victims, and their testimony offers clues as to where the rebels are operating from. Rebels score +3.
So this goes up by 3?
No, the yellow one.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the yellow rebels go up by 3. And it says to proceed to 2A. Okay. So when it comes down to it, this will be drawn instead of 2B.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right. And that was your 3 actions?
Yep.
Okay. And now Uhura. So now we're going to do a Stardate card for Uhura. Mm-hmm. It is a Klingon battlecruiser attacks card, but you will get 4 actions this turn whenever that comes around.
Okay.
And so you're going to roll.
Do we do Klingons first?
The Klingons are going first, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the Klingon's going to move forward because they're attacking.
And then I roll these?
Yep, you roll them. See what happens. Ooh, that's good, actually.
What was that?
So this means the Klingon will not shoot. They will just simply regenerate a clicks.
Oh.
So no damage at all. So they're going to go back to full health.
Ugh.
Now you can shoot back. So go ahead and roll those 2 dice again.
Again. Okay. Oh, so the first dice was...
The Klingon attack. Yeah, the attacker rolls first, and then 4 and a 5. I doubt that we'll have enough, but... 4 plus a long range of 6 is 10. Mm-hmm. His shields are 13.
Can I use cards or no?
Well, you don't have any cards to help you with that. There are cards specific for the Enterprise.
Aww.
How many times has the Klingon attacked during this game, too? Okay, so it's there. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so nothing really happened during that combat except we exchanged some blows, but...
But we cannot attack it because the shields?
Yeah, we didn't roll high enough to penetrate its shields.
Nasty. All right. Mm-hmm.
So, all right, so now Uhura gets 4 actions.
Sure. My first action will be to use her ability. Draw 1 energized card and keep it or give it to any other player.
It's a +2 in blue.
Ooh.
You can give that to McCoy and give him a boost on various planetary missions. That might be good since he has none.
I think I might do that. Okay, that was 1 action.
Yep. You have 3 left. You can always draw more for yourself.
Yeah. Can you use this infinitely?
Unless it says once per turn. Yeah.
Shoot. I might as well. Well,
She could stay on the ship and just draw cards for
that's
people.
that's what I was thinking. I actually kind of want to do that.
Okay,
I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay,
And
go.
I'm gonna try and give it to you.
Action 2. All right, Starfleet training. After rolling the dice, play this card to ignore the result and re-roll.
I'll give that to you.
To Spock?
Yeah,
Or Kirk?
Spock.
Okay, so Spock is gonna get that.
No, I'm sorry, to Kirk.
Kirk. All right.
Yeah, I'm spreading the love.
Okay.
All right, I'll do it again.
All right. A +3 to a red. Maybe you should give that to Uhura.
No, I'm giving it. Oh, maybe because she is a red, huh?
She's better at red.
Red stuff.
Well, she's got communication and stuff.
You
I
have
have
red.
engineering on Spock. I have analysis and engineering.
I just don't. So the red is.
So red is there's yellow missions, blue missions, and yellow missions.
And red. You said yellow.
I'm
blue,
sorry, yellow, blue, and red.
Yellow, blue, red. Okay.
However, some missions have. This is the one that we're not going to do. This says communication and stealth on it. That would have been perfect for her because she has communication and stealth.
Okay.
You get a +2 modifier for everything that you can match, for every skill that is matched.
Oh.
The red is the number that you look at on your click style to see what you add to your dice roll.
I see. So these, if they match, are +2, and
Correct.
then the red is just dependent on the clicks.
Correct.
I see. So which one's the one that I just picked? Just a regular
It's
red?
a regular. This gives a +3 to any red operations challenge.
All right, that's going to Spock.
Okay.
Okay. And, okay, so that was 1, 2, 3. And I get one more action.
Yep.
I'm going to use my action again
Okay.
to draw.
All right. It is a repair. Play only when on the Enterprise. Repair the Enterprise by 1 click.
I'll give that to Kirk.
Actually, no.
What?
You can use it right now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you're on the Enterprise. It
I'll
says.
use it right now then.
Yeah, it does not cost anything to use.
Oh.
This is just an action.
Okay.
So you drew it, give it to yourself, and you can play it. And now the Enterprise is repaired.
Do these cards cost actions, or can
No.
you play them? Okay, cool.
There are no actions.
All right,
there.
awesome.
So the Enterprise is healed by 1.
Woohoo! So that was my 4th action.
Right.
I'm going to take a. I'm going to use this.
All right. +3 more actions. That's fine with me.
All right, I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. All right. Play to gain another 3 actions. Yes.
My 2nd action, I'm going to do the same thing.
All right.
This is awful.
Leadership. +2 to 1 challenge or die roll.
Ooh. How many cards? 5 cards. How many does Kirk have?
He's got 3 there. He's got 5.
7. And how many does Spock have?
He has
6. Okay.
Yeah, about 6. Yeah.
All right, I'll give that to
McCoy. That's fine. He might need it.
Yeah.
And you should have a 3rd action now.
I thought that was my 3rd.
That was your 2nd. For your 1st action, you drew a card.
My 2nd action was the repair.
No, that does not cost an action.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I'll do the 3rd action.
All right. And then you have the option to use your card again.
Which I
+1 to yellow.
Oh, that's
It's stealth.
absolute. Oh, stealth. Oh, I'm giving that to me.
Okay.
Because unless you have stealth.
I don't, but if you go on a stealth mission with Uhura, you'll be able to double whammy it with this stealth.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that. I'm going to use this to do
3 more
all that
actions.
again.
That's awful. Okay. You want to keep drawing?
Yep.
All right.
I got to take advantage of that.
Well,
That's amazing.
that's another 3.
All right.
All right.
2nd action.
2, repair. I'd say use it now and bring us to full health.
Oh, we're not at full health?
No, we
Well,
took
then,
2
yeah,
damage,
definitely.
remember?
Yeah,
we drew all those
definitely.
7s. Yeah, now we're at full health.
Okay. And then my 3rd action to draw it again.
All right. A +1 to diplomacy.
That will be to Kirk.
Kirk has diplomacy, so
Yes.
this would be a double whammy on diplomacy missions. You're going to turn that in and do more. Wow,
Yes.
this is like broken. Okay.
All right. And then
This is like the longest turn. +3 to any command challenge.
command. Is that Spock or
Command is yellow typically, but
Okay. You know what? Let's give it to Kirk
okay.
because he's a commander.
All right. 2nd card?
I'm overwhelming you. I know.
Not at all. A +1 to medical.
Yes, that will go
Going
to
to
him.
McCoy.
Yes.
All right. And then your last action.
My last action, finally, unless I get another one of those.
I don't think there's that many in the deck.
All right, I'm gonna
You sure?
pick. Yeah.
All right. Surprise attack. Enterprise gains +2 to all weapons for 1 battle. May be played from any location.
All right, I'm giving that to Dr. Spock.
Oh, Mr. Spock.
Mr. Spock.
All right. So he's going to go there. All right. That was an amazing turn there.
Yeah, I'm trying to save from like people from drawing and just have them.
That's what you're good at. Yeah.
So.
Uhura is like, she's sort of coordinating everything from the ship.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna draw a Stardate card now for Captain Kirk. Mm-hmm. And it's just a blue. It's blank, but it's 2 actions. On the medium and harder difficulty, would have had to resolve these.
Which is, you must discard 1 crew or lose 2 clicks.
And then 3 Stardates.
Ugh.
Yeah. So we're only doing the blue.
Okay.
So Kirk only has 2 actions this turn. So I think I'm gonna have him pick this up.
Okay.
And he's gonna put it here. Mm-hmm. And actually, no. I'm going to save that for Spock because he's... Oh, Spock's down here. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just going to pick that up for 1. Mm-hmm. And for 2, I'm going to beam back to the ship and just drop it off for free. Oh. And now we've got a +1 shield modifier for the rest of the game. And that was my turn. Yeah. So now, next Stardate.
Do you have any cards that could help?
Not for drawing new actions. Right. Spock has a Stardate, so you have to move up to 4. Okay, I guess that works. And I get 3 actions.
Okay.
All right. I just want to make sure we're on 4. How many have we drawn so far? 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
I like that you can kind of backtrack.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Until you have to reshuffle the Stardate deck.
Ooh.
Okay, so Spock has 3 actions. He's got dilithium sample. This can be discarded for all Enterprise weapons +1 usable anywhere. Mm-hmm. But I want to save it for missions because certain things. I want to check over here and see what this is. So for 1 action, I'm going to move here. Mm-hmm. And this is a politics card.
Whoa.
So we're going to draw the first politics mission. And this is a presidential palace. The Nibian command is suddenly reluctant to join the Federation, despite the technological and trade assistance the Federation is offering. It wants diplomacy. Well, diplomacy would help, but we need a yellow command check of 20.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk is best for that. I'm going to leave it for him. Mm-hmm. So he's going to just kind of...
chill.
So that was 1 action. And for my second action, I think I'm going to pick this up. This is a long-range weapons +1. Mm-hmm. And for my third action, I'm going to beam it back to the Enterprise and drop off this +1 weapons. Cool. So that we have long-range weapons +1. I'm going to keep the dilithium sample on me in case...
oh, you can do that?
Yeah, you can keep... Yeah, these are just...
artifacts or something?
I don't know what they're called. I know that's in the rulebook somewhere, but you can pick them up.
Okay.
It might be on here, actually. Discovery. They're discovery tokens.
I see.
Okay. McCoy. Yeah, so right. McCoy has a Stardate card. It is a blue one, only 2 actions, so nothing happens. So you get 2 actions with McCoy. He's the only one on the planet right now.
Yeah. I'm going to... Let's see. For +2 to any challenge or oh wait, no. Let's get an artifact. Oh, hold on. What's the one on what are all those tokens?
Well, you can't reach this one yet. Okay. This one is discard for a +3 to a red operations challenge. This is discard to gain 2 additional actions for this character, but artifacts are sometimes needed for certain missions.
Are the other ones also needed for certain missions?
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping the dilithium around until we need it.
What about that one?
This one, dilithium sample, the same as Spock. Discard for all Enterprise weapons +1. But again, dilithium, I just used it to complete a mission.
Okay.
Minister is discard for a +2 on any challenge or dice roll. Discard to draw 2 energized cards. Rebel, again, most of these are probably needed for a mission.
For missions. You know what? Let's do something that McCoy would do. Let's go to the left.
All right.
And I can't let Spock show me up.
Politics.
Oh my god.
So because there's already a politics mission out here, this is going to stay here. When we complete this, the next one will automatically come here and take its place.
Okay.
So you found the next potential mission for purple.
That's interesting. That kind of prevents overwhelmingness, I think. I think that's kind of cool. All right.
By the way, if you find the third politics card, we get to choose which one the next one spawns at.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the whole like universe blows up.
It does, yes.
All right. So that was my first action, right?
That was action number 2, right?
Was it? I didn't do anything else before, did I?
Okay. You didn't. Okay. Yeah, I guess that was one action, huh? All right. Yeah, you're fine.
Because I was just choosing where to go.
Okay.
Now I cannot pick up that.
You can. You can
I
pick this
can?
up for 2. You can put it on you if you want.
Make a discovery. Yeah, I can. Let Spock show me up.
Haha! I've got
Ha-ha.
the lithium samples too, Jim.
Now let's have a debate about it. Sorry.
Cream-blooded hobgoblin.
I love McCoy.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. I thought Spock was your favorite.
Well, McCoy's sass.
Oh, okay.
I like his sass.
All right. So that was 2. So now Uhura.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, that was 2. So, yeah, Uhura gets to go. You're right. It is a star date, so you can move that up to 5. And where should I just do it?
I got it. See, I did it.
Yes. You could have just done... Okay. So 3 actions for Uhura.
Okay. Let's see. I'm almost tempted to do
To
her
keep drawing
action.
cards and give them to people?
Yeah, but I feel like we have so many cards now. I think we're okay.
Too many cards is not enough. On Kirk's turn, I fully intend to come down here
Yeah.
and work on this.
That's what I figured. Could you potentially beat that? Like, what's your...
With diplomacy and this crew member has diplomacy, I would get, based on my current health, 10 plus whatever I roll, plus a +4 for the 2 diplomacy here, then a +1 and a +2. There's a good chance I would get it. I also have this emergency +3 that I can use if I don't get high enough.
So that is 8, right?
What is 8? What?
Your skill check to do diplomacy, that's 8, right? What was your...
This is 10.
10.
I have
okay,
10
sorry.
on Kirk.
So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right?
14. Yeah, 14 including the diplomacy.
14.
And then +1 for this yellow card because it's yellow.
So you don't have to discard it?
No, you don't. You don't discard crew members.
Okay. So...
You only discard action cards like this.
Okay. So you'd have to roll a 5 or better.
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
But as an aside, if you fail a skill test, you can decide to give up 2 clicks to get a +1 on your roll. So if you just missed it, you can take 2 clicks worth of damage to give yourself another +1.
I see.
And you can do that as many times as you want, but then you take a lot of damage.
Yeah. All right, Uhura, I'm going to do something different. She's going to...
She has very few cards, so...
She does, but I just plan on revealing cards, not actually
Oh, I see what
doing
you're saying.
skill checks. You know, she's
Okay.
more of a support.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to beam down for my first action.
All right, where would you like to go?
I'm just going to play it safe and hop right out and just go in the artifact
This one here?
Yeah.
All right. So...
Now, can I drop it off the ship? Is that a thing?
You have to beam back up. You cannot take 2 beam actions on a single turn.
Okay, I see.
So you would... Okay, so first we revealed an energy.
Ooh.
So that means the next energy mission comes out, which is 2A.
Yeah.
Because 2B was not it.
Yeah.
This requires engineering and transportation, pretty much a red 23.
Okay.
Obtain an unprocessed sample of dilithium and bring it to the Enterprise for analysis. If you complete this before day 12, on or before day 12, we get the better result. So we need a 23 for sure.
Okay.
And we're up against the clock to beat it by day 12.
By day 12. Ooh, okay. All right, engineering.
So that was your first action.
Yes.
Your second action, you could pick up the artifact if you want while you're there.
And some missions. Now, if missions require items, do you have to do a skill check as well, or can you just give them the item?
You can give people items freely if you're on the same space. So let's say Spock and Uhura were on a location,
Yeah.
and Spock were doing the mission that required artifacts, but you had the artifact in your hand.
Okay,
We can freely pass these discovery tokens back and forth
I see.
right before that occurs.
Okay. Now, what if I drop the artifact off? If when I beam down, can I take the artifact with me? Like, can somebody else take the artifact with them?
They could.
Okay.
But there's no reason to spend that many actions doing that when you can transfer them freely to other people.
That's true.
Because the other person would have to spend an action to pick it back up again.
Yeah, okay.
So you might as well just give it freely to somebody when you're there.
Yeah. No, I was talking about, like, let's say if I pick this artifact up, or this thing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people, like, going all the way to the bottom part of the map, so I dropped it off, right?
You didn't have to drop it off. You could beam up and then beam back down to whoever's doing the mission.
I keep thinking you actually have to walk down. Like, the beam thing is
But you can only beam once
different.
per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll just leave the artifact there, then.
It's up to you. You revealed that.
Yep.
So that was your first action.
Yeah, my second action, I'll just go to the left.
All right.
Reveal that.
This is the third politics card. So that will come into play at some point.
Okay.
And then you've got one more action left.
Let's reveal the one in the top corner.
This one here?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this is. It's a side mission.
Huh.
Cornered by Klingons. You are cornered by an overwhelming Klingon force. If you are alone, you may not leave this location until you successfully complete this challenge.
Oh, no.
You need 22 yellow.
Okay.
22 yellow with stealth and the amount of crew on that space. So I don't think you're strong enough to do this, but Kirk could probably come down and help you out.
Well, that's my last action.
Anyway, right.
Yeah.
So you are stuck here until...
I think I could do it. I have 2 stealth.
Yes. Your yellow click is 7.
Yeah.
You'd have to roll very well.
I need to roll an 11 or better.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. There is no 6 on this. The 6 is replaced by the 7 minus 1.
All right.
So just an FYI.
All right. Well, I'll just have McCoy go in there and transfer or do something.
I'll have Kirk come and help because he's got a lot of yellow.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway. So now Kirk gets to go and he's going to draw a card, the Stardate card.
Yep.
The Klingon battle cruiser will attack.
Okay.
So in that event, the Klingons are going to, we're going to roll dice. It's going to move forward by 1.
Okay.
And we're going to roll. It's a 5 and a 6. So his long range is going to be 6 plus 6 is 12.
Well, you have a card, right?
Let me finish the math first.
Sorry, 6 plus 6 is 12.
12. This is 9 plus 5 is 14.
Okay.
So we still blocked the attack.
Oh.
We don't need the card.
Okay.
So now we are going to attack back. 4 and a 6. There's no way we're penetrating that. Even with my +1 long range, I'm not going to bother. Its shields are tougher than ours. If you want to do the math, it's R4 plus 7 is 11. Its shields alone are 13.
So there's no card that would help out with that?
There are in the deck, but we don't have any yet.
I thought we did. Okay.
All right, well, that's the combat, but now Kirk has 4 actions.
Yeah.
I was going to come down here and do this.
Should.
Well, I think you need help here.
Well, no, because
you're going to be stuck at that spot.
That's okay. I can just do my actions from there.
I guess.
It doesn't matter.
All right. I'll beam down here then. Okay. That was my first action. My second action is I'm going to attempt this mission. 20 plus with Klingon. Oh, I don't have any Klingon evidence. Before I do that.
Oh, you have to have Klingon evidence.
Yeah, to get the better result. If we want the higher score, we need 2 Klingon evidences.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll hold off on doing that. There's a Klingon evidence here.
One here.
Yeah, so we would need to get to these cards and then bring them here to do this. So I'm going to help you out and do this side mission.
Okay.
So for my first action, I will beam here. And this says crew on space. So any crew that has stealth between both of us will count toward this.
Okay.
And also, you have a +1 over there. So let's just do the math real quick.
Okay.
My yellow is 10. 10 plus... I don't have any related skills over here, but I have a +1 and a +2. That's 13. And on your end, I get a +2 for you just being here. That's 15. And you have a +1 over there.
Yes.
That's 16. But you also have stealth on that character, right?
But I'm not the one rolling.
It doesn't matter. It says
really?
crew on space.
All right. 16, then 17, 18.
18, yeah.
So 18.
So 18 plus whatever I roll.
Okay. And she does not count as a crew?
No, she's a
So
officer.
18, you need to roll a 5 or better.
Yeah. 7, that's an 8. So
Yes.
I killed it, but Kirk takes 1 click's worth of damage.
Sorry, Kirk.
It's okay. He took the damage, but he completed this. And this says, on a 25 plus, which we murdered, you obtain vital intelligence as you escape the Klingon trap. Receive the Klingon decoder. There are 5 of these special artifacts up here, whatever. And this decoder gives us shields +1. Discard for an additional +3 shields.
Wow.
So this is going to go on Kirk's thing, and then when I beam back at a later time, I can drop it off, and we'll have extra shield power for the Enterprise.
That should be part of Klingon evidence. Just saying.
I guess.
Oh, now kiss me.
No.
Alright.
She liked Spock, not Kirk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Uhura had a crush on Spock, not Kirk.
But didn't they kiss in an episode?
No.
I thought it was that controversial.
That was Plato's Stepchildren, old original series. That was the first interracial kiss on television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But it wasn't mutual. I mean, it wasn't like...
Oh, jeez.
They were
Kirk.
forced to do it.
Oh.
The alien entity forced them to kiss.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
And-
still kiss me, Kirk. No.
Okay, whatever.
So she has a crush on Spock. That is so cute. I never knew that.
Everyone had a crush on Spock. Christine Chapel, Uhura, they all had anyway.
Really? Yeah. I could see Kirk having a crush on Spock.
I
What?
meant Spock did not have a crush. Never mind. I'm done with this conversation. Rebel items. I guess for my second action, out of 4, discard to draw 2 energy. I'm gonna keep this on Kirk in case we need rebel items.
Okay.
For 3, I feel like moving engineering and teleportation or transportation not helpful.
Okay.
Although I have transportation, but I don't have a whole lot of red to help me here. So
what I wanted to do is actually beam to Spock.
I think I'm just gonna draw 2 cards.
Ooh.
I'm fine with, and then I'll beam back and drop off that stuff and get more cards.
What if you just get the Klingon evidence for Kirk?
I'd have to go 3-4 down here. I mean, I guess I can do that.
I mean, it's up to you. I was gonna go to you to give you my engineering.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go 3-4, and reveal this. Okay, the artifacts. This is another side mission.
Oh, I thought you were on Spock's turn.
No, I'm on Kirk's turn still.
Oh, well then, okay. I thought you were. Sorry.
Well, I have to do. I mean, I need the artifacts on Kirk or the Klingon evidence on Kirk anyway.
Okay.
So I came down here to pick this up and revealed this.
Okay.
Learn more about Nibia's culture by studying the artifacts. Transportation and artifact would help me out here. Plus 18 blue skill check. If we get a +2 or +8, if we get an 18 or plus with a 2 or more artifacts, we get this. If we only do an 18 plus, we get the bottom, which I'm not too worried about. So I revealed that. That was the end of my turn. I plan to pick this up. I don't have an artifact on me. We would need two or more artifacts to do this.
Okay.
And there's one here and one here. We can just do the bottom part and be done with it if we really wanted to.
It's up to you.
Anyway, so now it's Spock's turn. Spock is going to draw a Stardate card, and the Klingon battlecruiser will attack.
Oh my god! How do you push them back?
You typically don't.
Wow.
At least I don't think so. All right, so the Klingons attack with a 6. That's bad. 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 plus 9 is 11. Does Spock have any cards that can help him out here? No. So Spock has no cards to play to... Oh, wait, no. +1 to shields, 12. We're good. We have that +1 to shields.
And the decoder, right?
Not yet. Kirk still has it on him. He has to beam back before he can drop it off.
Oh, okay.
So we narrowly avoided that. The Enterprise is going to shoot back. Did I move that forward by 1? I think I did. How many symbols are there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we move them 4?
1, 2, 3. No, it needs to. Yeah.
There we go.
Oof.
And then the Enterprise will shoot back. A 4 and a 6. That is not enough. I can just tell you right now. Okay, so Spock is going to get 3 actions. Spock is on the ship.
How do you know when, like, the Klingons hit harder at close range?
When they're right next to you.
Yeah, but like, what does... Shouldn't they hit harder at +7?
No, that's only for scoring. Endgame
Okay.
scoring.
So-
Ignore this.
Okay.
Ignore the numbers.
Okay.
It's only for endgame scoring.
I'm still confused then.
Long range is anything not adjacent.
Okay.
Short range is adjacent.
Okay.
At short range, they hit harder.
How, like, just with the clicks
Yes.
thing? Oh.
If you look on the ship, there's 3 values.
I can't see that.
Well, here. You look. The top one is shields, the middle one is long range, the bottom one is short range.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's scary.
Yes. Okay. Spock is on the ship. He gets 3 actions, and I'm tempted to. Well, this could he do this one? He has. Put that over here. He's got a +2 to that blue, but that's it. I don't think he's good enough to handle this yet. He would need artifacts on him, so maybe he tries and do something else. All right. Maybe I beam over here and try and get this other Klingon evidence and meet Kirk over here at some point to attempt this one.
Can you beam, like, from location to location?
No. You can only beam up or beam down.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Spock...
I see.
I feel like drawing more cards, though. I'm going to draw more cards. I'm going to go, for my first action, draw a card. Leadership +2 to any one challenge or die roll.
Okay.
Second action, command authority. Play to gain 3 additional actions for this character.
Okay.
I will do that in a moment. And then my third is Starfleet training. After rolling the dice, play this card to ignore the results and re-roll. I'm going to turn in command authority to take 3 more actions.
Perfect.
I will draw again. Repair. Play only while the Enterprise... Okay. I don't think... It's at full health. Yes, so I can't repair it.
Okay.
So for my second action, there's only like...
Yeah, I didn't see very many cards.
All right.
Like, good cards.
Maybe, yeah, for my second action, I'll beam down and take a look around, see what this is, because we need these artifacts, whatever.
And mission stuff.
Klingon relay station. Oh, boy. You discover a Klingon communications post. The guards greatly outnumber you. I have to destroy the relay station with stealth and combat.
All right.
It doesn't say anything else. So that was my second action. For my third action, I'm just going to pick this up, this Klingon evidence. That way I can move over here on a future turn and help Kirk out. But that is...
Spock's turn?
That was Spock's turn.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so it is McCoy.
Okay.
So stardate. You have to move up 6. I got it. If you are alone in your location, lose 2 clicks.
Oh, rough.
Are you alone?
I am. I'm over there.
Okay. You have 6, 9, 7. 6 yellow, 9 blue, 7 red.
For my first action, I'm going to heal myself.
I don't think you can heal yourself.
What?
McCoy can heal others. It says heal a character in your location.
I can't do stabby on myself?
No.
Heal a character. It doesn't say
I
heal
checked
any
the
other.
rule book, and you can't do it on yourself. I know, because I had the same issue when I played off camera.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. For my first action, what if... Oh, no, I need artifacts for that. Now, how do I move to another area?
Just
do
adjacent.
I just move?
Yeah, 1.
And then take
2.
actions to move?
Yes. 1 space
Oh,
per
I
action.
see. Okay. Oh. All right. 2. How many actions do I have? 3?
3.
Okay.
You could go 1, 2 and check that out. You could go 1, 2 and check that out.
Yeah. How about this? Oh, you need an artifact, right?
Well, this over here needs an artifact. We don't have to do this. All I need is an 18. Oh no, this is
18 science.
Yeah, which McCoy has 9 right now. So it would be 9 plus your die roll.
3.
Yeah, so you could, in theory, just complete it. You've also got that blue officer.
Yeah.
+1.
And then this blue officer
is +2. Yeah, no one can see that. Because
Sorry.
It's fine.
So that's 6 right here. 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 plus your 9 is 15.
So I would need to roll a 3
or better.
But I would need the artifact.
You don't need the artifact. It's just to get the better result. If you have 2 artifacts at this location, we get a better thing.
Okay.
If we don't, like, we get to receive the ancient artifact if we do.
Oh, which is?
Discard to gain 4 additional actions for this character. Otherwise, it is draw 3 energized cards. So you would just draw 3 from this deck if you complete it.
Okay. How much health are you at for Kirk? Are you low?
I only took 1 damage with Kirk. I'm on 2.
Okay. What about Uhura?
Uhura is on 1. She's fully healed.
Fully healed. Okay. I'm going to do some cray-cray. I'm going to... Okay. What is Kirk going to do on his turn?
Well, he needs to get over here at some point.
For the Klingon.
But the problem is Spock has the other artifact. So
you mean the Klingon evidence?
Yeah.
That one needs Klingon evidence.
So like, yeah, I'd have to wait till my next turn to do this. Spock is going to go here probably.
Okay.
And then I have to wait for Kirk on my next turn. So Kirk is going to do something else. I just don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
Probably draw cards.
Probably. Okay.
Or come over here and start revealing more and then come down here later to do this.
Okay, then here's what I'll do. I'll do
He's going to pick this up though for 1 and probably go 2, 3.
All right, I'll do this. I'll do 1, 2 to go to the artifact, and I will beam up with it. Oh, or no, I'll take it.
You'll take it with me. So this goes to McCoy.
Yes.
All right.
And that was 3 actions, right?
Yep. And then Uhura.
Okay.
2 star dates, so it's up to 8.
Okay, got it.
And you have 4 actions.
All right, I'm gonna draw an energized card.
All right. And it is a +2 to any 1 challenge or die roll.
I'm gonna give that to...
Kirk's gonna be doing this at some point.
Yeah, I think I might. Do you have one of these?
I do.
We'll give it to Spock then. Whoever you want, Spock or...
I have... what about McCoy?
I'm gonna do that bottom left as soon...
Why don't you have... If McCoy's gonna do that, then keep this for McCoy.
I only need 2 or more to win.
All right, well then I'll give this to Kirk. Because he's gonna be doing this and that, probably.
Okay.
He might need the extra oomph.
You know, Uhura could do the stealth.
He could. Yeah, she could. But she's nowhere near the location right now. So you have 3 actions remaining.
Okay, I'm going to do it again.
All right, you're going to draw a card. It is a +1 to red missions.
Communications?
Yeah, it's communications. So if you give it to yourself, you can do communication missions a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
I don't see any communication missions on the table right now.
My 3rd action, I'm going to beam up.
Okay. 3rd action, you're going to beam up.
I was thinking that +2. Maybe I should have gotten that.
Here, you take it.
Yeah, because I want to try for this.
Okay, that's fine. And then you have 1 more action because you have 4.
Oh, 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'd say at this point.
Draw, yeah.
Draw a card.
Because I can't beam down.
Starfleet training. After rolling the dice, play this to re-roll.
Yeah, I might actually keep that for her.
All right. Star date for Kirk. Star date. That goes up by 1. You and any other players in your location each lose 2 clicks.
Ooh.
And I get 3 actions. So I'm down to... Okay, I have 4 damage.
Oh, no.
All right. So my first action for 3, I'm going to pick this up for 1. And I'm going to go 2, 3, because I intend to have Spock come down here later.
We need to hit that before 12, right?
Yes, but I'm not really equipped to do that. I don't have a whole lot of red.
Spock is engineering, right?
Yeah, I could pass my red. I could pass this red to you. It's transporter.
Well, you have engineering on Spock.
Actually,
I could pass that on you.
Here's what I'm going to do instead. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1. That's number 2 action. Number 3 action is I'm going to use my 1 action. Transfer 1 crew between you and any other player. I'm going to give you the transportation card because that is transportation. Which one of you is going to do that?
I was thinking Spock to do it because you have engineering.
Yeah, Spock's over here though. Yeah, I guess. Spock, I guess, would be most equipped to do that. All right, I'll give it to him on a later date. How about that?
Yeah.
Because Spock isn't going to go over there. He's going to come down here and help out Kirk.
Yeah, because he has the evidence, right?
Right. So, in that case, I'll just go 3. And I want to see what this is. Rebels. So after the next rebel, was it gone?
Yeah, we don't have a rebels
Okay,
card.
so we have a 2A then. So this comes out.
Unless this is the rebels.
No, that's a side mission.
Oh, okay.
All right, this is well, there we go. Rebel headquarters. You lead an away team to the rebel base only to find several Klingons advising the rebels. It wants a result of 24 or higher yellow. Transportation and rebel items. On or before day 11.
Oh, boy.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get there in time to do that, but so it goes. So that's there, and that was my 3rd action. There are rebel items on this space, so I could just pick it up and attempt it the next time I go.
You have transportation.
I do, yeah.
But it needs yellow, which you have a lot of.
Yeah, I just need to heal a bit. My yellow value is 9 right now. Okay, Spock. 1 star date, so can you move it to the 10? And you must discard 1 crew or lose 2 clicks. If I were to lose a crew, I'd hate to lose any of these guys, to be honest, but I'll just take the 2 clicks then.
For Spock.
Yeah,
This is Spock.
Okay, he's at full health, I think. Oh, he's on 2. All right, so that would bring him down to 7, 10, 6, which isn't terrible. All right, so I have 3 actions. Is right. I could go.
If this gets to 11, what happens?
Nothing. We just attempt it here. There's 2 results. The better result is if we do it in time.
Oh.
The bad result is if we don't do it in time.
I see.
But we still advance the story anyway.
Okay.
But I don't have a way of doing that with Spock. I mean, I just don't have the...
What's a rebel item? Oh, right there. Okay.
Kirk has 1 on him as well.
Oh, okay.
So he can totally do this on his next turn.
Okay.
I think what he's going to do, though, is he wants to give this Klingon evidence to Kirk so Kirk can do this. So I'm thinking he goes 1, passes the Klingon evidence over for free, and then 2 moves up to here. Actually, should he pass the transportation? Yeah, so Kirk, for his second action, he's going to transfer... No, because he needs transportation as well. Crap. All right, well, can he do this on his own? Ugh. He's got a 6. That's terrible.
If you go there, I can give you the engineering crew as per Kirk's ability.
Yeah, well, no, that would just be an action.
Oh.
So that's, okay, 2, I'm going to move there, second action. Third action is we can trade if you want to give me your engineer. That way Spock can attempt this on a future turn.
And it can be like either or, right? Like it doesn't have to be my turn.
Correct.
In order for...
Yeah, it's you trade 1 between us.
Okay.
And we're in the same space, so that's fine.
Okay.
All right, well, that was my 3 actions with Spock.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned, but, so it goes. So we're out of Stardate cards, so we have to shuffle. I feel like we're not getting anything done.
Yeah, we're really not, huh? I'm trying to, find medical stuff, but everything is, transportation. Everything is falling on
McCoy
Spock.
drew a blue 2.
Oh.
So he has 2 actions. Do you want to heal Spock?
I think I will heal you, so you can get that.
All right, so you roll a single die. See what you get out of that. It's a 2. So I heal 2 clicks,
All right.
which isn't bad. From 4 to 2. All right, and you have 1 more action.
It says, oh yeah, number of clicks equal to one white die. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You have one more action.
I have one more action left.
You could draw a card. You can beam up.
+3 to any operations challenge. What if I just trade this to you?
Okay, that's fine with me. To Spock?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my second action.
All right. Uhura. 1 star date. And then 3 actions.
Uhura. I'm going to... She can do stealth. I think she can do stealth. So I'm going to beam down here. And try that.
All right. So for
something.
action number 1, she's going to beam right down.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm going to try that mission.
You think you have enough?
I think I do. And if not, oh well.
All right. 17 or better. 24 is even better. If you can get 24.
24. Ooh.
The easy, like the less result is 17 plus. The next one up is 24.
Okay.
You got this. 5. Well, let's take a look.
Okay.
5 plus your yellow command stat is 7. So that's 12. 12 plus
13, 14.
And then that other stuff.
15, 16.
And then plus 1 is
17.
17.
18, 19.
That's just...
Although I shouldn't really use that.
No, you have enough.
Okay.
So you've also got that Starfleet training if you wanted to re-roll.
Ooh.
But that you'd have to get... I don't think that's...
Hold on, wait. Ooh, I might actually re-roll the 1.
You'd have to... Oh, okay. You can... That's fine. You have to re-roll both die or just the single one?
After rolling the dice, play this card to ignore the results and re-roll.
You have to re-roll everything.
Okay.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Let's
my
live
God.
on the edge.
All right, Uhura.
So I need to roll a
You're killing
5
me.
or better.
You're killing me here. 6. Well, that goes away.
That stings. 6.
You did the lower result, which is fine.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Plus 17. It says you start a fire which causes moderate damage.
20. I rolled a 20.
That's okay.
That's rough.
You start a fire which causes moderate damage. Rebels score +2. So the rebels go up by +2.
Okay.
The better result would have been move the Klingon battlecruiser 1 space to the right. That's okay. All right. So you take...
That was my first action. No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, that was your... You beamed down.
I beamed down and I did this event.
Right. So
thing.
that's... Yes. So you have one more. One more action.
So doing a card is an action?
Attempting a mission is an action.
Where's that at?
On your thing?
Yeah. Oh,
It's
attempt 1 challenge.
Attempt 1 challenge.
Okay,
yes.
so 1, 2, so I need 1 more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's...
If you move here, that would give me a +2
2...
on the die roll for that next mission.
A +2?
Yeah, because...
Oh, for this?
Well, no. Anytime if you attempt a challenge and someone else is there to help you, you get a +2 for every party member there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Like Spock is going to get a +2 from McCoy because he's there at the moment.
It's either that or a draw.
I'd say help me out with the dice roll.
All right.
I mean, we need to get things going here.
All right, kiss me again, Kurt.
Wow. Okay.
But I have a crush on Spock, so...
All right, the Klingon moves up by 1 and attacks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's getting nitty gritty.
Yep. Is that the last mission we need or no?
No. So 1 plus 9 is 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. Our +1 shield is fine. Okay, so now we roll a 7 and a 5.
Oh, boy.
7 plus 7 is 14. 5 plus 13 is 18. Plus, yeah, we didn't do any damage, but we do lose a health from this here.
Yep. I'm glad we lose health
Actually,
after.
Yeah. It's Kirk's turn, right?
Yeah.
Enterprise gains 3 shields, +2 to any challenge or die roll. No, that would just do damage to the Klingons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess no. All right, fine. So I lose we lose a click on him. But we can always do, if we have a repair card, we
Yeah.
can always just play it. Okay, the Klingons are closing in. I don't have a repair card on him, but I am going to do this immediately. First, I'm going to pick this up for 1. And then do the mission for 2.
Okay.
And that's going to give me a lot of bonuses here. I need a 24. I've got 9 inherently. It wants transportation and rebel items. I've got 2 rebel items on me. Yeah, I've got 2 rebel items. So that's going to be 9 plus 2 plus 2. So that's 13. And then plus 2 is 15. And plus 1 is 16. And then transportation is 18. Plus 2 is 18.
19, 20.
20, yes.
So you need a 4 or a better?
Yes, I also have this if I need it.
Okay.
The plus 3. So 4 or better.
Oh, that'll be easy.
Okay, Kirk overkilled it and lost a health.
See, you didn't even need me.
Yeah, well. Okay, so these come back to me. And honor before day 11. Whew, we just did it.
Wow, dude.
Okay, so you defeat the rebels.
Okay.
So we do this. 24 honor day before 11. You defeat the rebels, destroy the base, and capture some of the Klingons alive. Receive the Klingon transmitter. The Klingon transmitter is this. All weapons plus 1. And discard for additional plus 3 to all weapons. So Kirk needs to beam back and buff the Enterprise a bit here.
But you're on your 3rd action now.
Yes. So I'm gonna beam up and I still have one. I have 2 more actions left. This says we move on to 3A. There's no rebel card out, but I'm just gonna. This is it. This is the last rebel mission.
Okay.
But 3B, 3C, and 3D, we don't need them.
Wow.
Okay. So for my 3rd action, I am going to, I guess, just beam up because there's nothing else to do. And I'm going to drop this off.
Okay.
And drop that off. And for my 4th action, I can transfer 1 crew between you and any other player. I'm thinking, now that I'm done with my transportation, I'm going to transfer Spock, the transporter person.
Beautiful.
There we go. And now it is Spock's turn. Spock is going to draw a Stardate card. Oh boy. The Klingon battle cruiser attacks. So here's what's going to happen. It's going to move here. Now we have the option to retreat if we want. This pushes us back into -1.
Wait, it doesn't say move it up. It just says to attack.
The attacker always moves forward. So we have to decide, do we want to move the Enterprise back and safeguard? Or do we do a close range combat?
You do it close range. Are you kidding me?
All right.
I ain't no wuss.
Fine.
This is just a...
I have a repair card. I'm going to play that. This is technically Spock's turn.
Yeah. So
I'm going to play the repair card and click the Enterprise back up to full health.
Nice.
This is going to hurt. Does Spock have anything else? Because it's his turn. Rolling dice, leadership.
Yeah, but we got all those upgrades. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of upgrades. So, all right, I guess we'll do it.
We'll be fine.
All right, the Klingons. Oh, boy. That's a 6 and a 1. That is the worst possible roll. Okay, after rolling the dice, play this card to ignore the results and re-roll. Okay. Spock is going to burn that to re-roll this BS.
All of them.
Let's move that out of there. All right. Yeah. 1 and a 3 is better. I'm curious to know 3 plus 9 is 12. And 1 plus 9 is 10.
So
but, hold on, shields plus 1, shields plus 1. We blocked the attack, barely.
He's adjacent. He's okay.
Yeah, so he's here.
Okay.
And now we shoot back.
Okay.
4 and a 2. That is 4 plus 13 is 17. And 2 plus 8 is 10.
Plus the weapon upgrade?
Yeah, it's what? That's long range, and that's plus 1. We only got 11.
Okay.
So we didn't do any damage to it.
Sorry.
But we traded blows, and the Enterprise is still standing.
The Millennium Falcon is proud.
It is.
It looks like a smaller version of the Millennium.
Yes, let's go with that. We're going to attempt this mission right now and try and get this out of the way.
What action is that? Your
first action. Mm-hmm. So I've got a +1. I've got a +2. I've got... Is that all? I've got engineering.
Mm-hmm. You have a transportation.
I do, but I don't know if I have enough.
Oh.
Like, I'm concerned. I have a +2 to any one challenge. I'd have these system bypasses. You need a drink? Drink your drink.
No, it's fine.
+3. I have these just in case. We might as well burn them.
Okay.
So, and I have a +2 from McCoy. So, honor before day 12. We have to try it. All right, so Spock, let's go and see what we get. That is the worst possible roll. So, I don't have... Okay, so that's 2 plus 7 is 9. It's 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then 19, 20.
21, 22.
22. And then my engineering is 23, 24. So we still did it. I have to burn these cards to do it, but we still did it.
What about burning that one instead? Unless, actually, no, maybe the red one is better.
Yeah, so I'm going to burn everything. I'm going to burn these 2 system bypasses and just do it. Because I don't want to waste any more time on this. These come back to me. But we did it.
Yeah.
Barely.
Sure.
That was a rough one.
Mm-hmm. I know, that was the worst possible roll.
It was, well, yeah, snake eyes. So we did it on or before day 12. You discover that trace amounts of the rare isotope decathium, whatever, is Nibia's dilithium reserves are causing the degradation. Energy score +3.
Which one?
The green one.
Oh.
+3. And that's it. And now we move on to 3A.
Oh, ecology. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that is misworded. This is this is energy 2A. What? Yeah, it's a typo. Now 3A would come out once we find the next energy card in here.
Okay.
And the rest of these go away.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, they're here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one action, and I have 2 more to do.
Okay.
2 more. I feel like Spock needs to get down here because Kirk needs to do this at some point, unless he just does this without.
He's the Klingon evidence, right?
Oh, actually, no. He passed Kirk the Klingon evidences already, so he doesn't need to be down here anymore.
All right.
So for another action, I guess he'll just check this out for 2. Mm-hmm. Action number 2. And it is the Festival of Unity. It's another side mission. You are the guest of honor at this year's festival. You have the opportunity to meet Nibia's most important dignitaries. Analysis and communication. I've got analysis on Spock. On a 23 plus, you get the best result. And then 20 or 17. Well, if I were to try it now, what would I get? I got analysis.
I have communications
11.
twice.
That's actually, it's command. That's 8. I have 8 command, and analysis would be 10. And
wait, command?
Yellow. It's a yellow mission.
Oh,
so I have to use Spock's yellow value of 8. And then analysis is blue, which I have. Analysis.
So that's 2.
That's 10. So 10 total so far.
Yeah.
I don't have any communications. And I don't have any. Well, I have +3. That's 13. So I could just roll the dice and get 4 better. And try and get 4 better. While I'm here.
So wait, how much do you have between you?
I have 13.
Just between your stuff, right?
Yes, my cards and
not the clicks though, just the cards.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I have 2 communications.
Well, if you want to do, do you want to do that on your next turn?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
All right, because Spock is here. We might as well just do it.
Yeah.
God. I'm going to burn leadership +2 to add 2 to any one challenge or dice roll. And that will complete it at the worst possible. That was, I don't know what is it with my dice rolls, but that completes it. The 3 plus the 2 is 5. So I complete it, but at the 17 plus. You befriend a scientist. Any one score track +1, and then draw an energize card. So go ahead and the purple one, I guess, because that's the lowest. Sure. And he draws an energize card, which is a +3 to any command challenge. That would have helped him. Just saying. But that is his turn. His turn is over.
All right, McCoy.
All right, McCoy.
All right, so Stardate card.
Yep, Stardate card. Stardate 1 up to 12. And if you are alone in your location, lose 2 clicks.
All right. Darn.
So
how the heck do I heal myself?
You have to go back to the ship and heal yourself.
Oh, flip. Okay.
You're on 7 damage.
Okay, I am going to go back to the ship for 1 action.
Okay, and you have 2 more.
I'm going to drop off this artifact.
To give it to who?
To give it to Kirk.
Right.
So that, wait a second. What, that one can...
That one's the artifact. Who's blue?
I'm blue, right?
Yeah, you're the one that would be best.
I could probably do that.
So yeah, you keep this.
Okay, I'll keep that then.
And so maybe heal yourself twice.
I will heal myself once and then heal Kirk once.
Well, yeah, try healing yourself on the yeah. Go ahead. Heal yourself.
So heal myself first.
So roll a die. And if it's bad, you can...
This will be my second action, right?
Correct. 2. So you heal for 2, which is... You're up to 5.
Okay.
If you want, go ahead and...
Should I do this? Add 2?
To any challenge or roll. Mm-hmm. Do you think you need it?
No, honestly.
You can heal yourself again if you want, and then you can beam down.
I want to heal you, though. Well,
I can heal I'm on the Enterprise. I can always heal, then beam down.
Yeah, but that's less actions. And I think you're really important. You're vital to the mission.
Well, so are you. You need to get this done. Heal yourself. I can heal myself for 1. It's fine.
I'm gonna use my ability. And
you don't need to. That's when I'm on... Oh, all right, fine. Go ahead.
But heal a character in your location a number of clicks equal to 1 white.
So,
dice.
yeah, the Enterprise healing is the same thing.
Oh.
The only difference is when we're on the planet's surface, I can't heal, but McCoy there, he can. That's McCoy's special ability.
Then I am going to heal myself.
Yes, heal yourself. 1. You want to add a +2 to that?
No.
Do you have a reroll somewhere in there?
No. It's fine.
Wow, that is awful. All right, so you're on 4 health.
4? I thought I was on 5.
You were on
earlier.
7. You took 2 more damage. You're on 4 right.
When did I take?
Just now, when we drew the card. You were hurting. I'm not going to rewind half
No, I know. I'm just... So when I beamed up, what was I?
7.
I was at 7 health.
Yes, and you just healed for 2. Now, and then another 1. So 7 minus 3 is 4. You're on 4.
But I'm healing though. Wouldn't I be?
Yes.
Well, I'm getting confused.
1 is the best heal. Like 1 is full health.
Oh, okay. So that confused me. I thought I was going backwards.
No, I meant the number of clicks. You're on click number 4.
Okay.
1 being the best, and whatever is death. I don't know.
See, that's confusing to me. I think of 7 out of 10 health, and then I'm going backwards 4 out of 10 health.
Write a letter, WizKids.
Mm-hmm. All right, fine.
Uhura. 2 star dates. You're down to 14. But you get 4 actions.
Okay, 4 actions. Uhura, what is she going to do? I'm going to... How many cards does Kirk have? Does he have a lot?
He has quite a bit. He's got 4, and he's got some crew cards here. We don't know where the next...
Yeah, the politics
We need
thing.
green and yellow.
I'm going to go here to the minister.
All right. All right. It is the governor introduces you to his daughter, a respected research scientist. It says science mission needs diplomacy and stealth. Her blue ability is 9. So she has 9 plus whatever blue she has over there.
I don't have any blue, but I have stealth.
Stealth, which is +4, so that's 13. You need a 6 or better to pass this. Although the better would be 23 plus.
23? And what is that, 9?
Yeah, 9 plus your 4 is 13.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's just do it. Okay.
All right.
Get this game over with.
Wow, that's nice. 9 plus 4 is 13. But you killed it. Okay, so Uhura, that's a 12.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20. That's more than 23.
25.
Yeah, so you're good. She loses a health.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
She's down to 2. She's fine. 2 is almost full health. 1 is the best. 2 is next. She loses the click, but she did this at the best possible result. You gain vital intelligence and a powerful ally. Receive any 2 discovery tokens on the planet.
Ooh.
So there's an artifact.
I'll get that one.
The dilithium engineer?
Yeah. Because we already explored that place. We just never picked it up.
Correct.
So it doesn't make sense to backtrack.
Well, we have to go here anyway to do the mission.
Oh.
Because once this is done, then one of these.
Those. Oh,
so I would say, what about that one over there? Temple Priestess. What is that?
Discard to receive any major discovery
That's
token.
these.
Okay.
One of
fine.
these.
All right. Then I'll pick this one up. And a scientist.
Well, what about the artifact?
Oh.
Do we want the artifact for this over here? Or is it not even necessary at this point?
I'm going to go there.
Oh, okay.
And I have an artifact.
But we need 2 artifacts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where does it say 2?
It says with 2 or more artifacts, 18 plus.
All right. There.
But you can now discard that 1 token, the priestess, to just gain one of these. Which one do you want?
What if we need the priestess?
I don't think we do.
Really?
Well, we can always retcon it. I don't know.
Fine.
This is discard to gain 4 additional actions for this character.
Ooh.
This is discard for +4 to any challenge or die roll. And discard to draw 4 energized cards. Maybe the ancient artifact and keep it in case we need it for a mission.
I like the die roll.
Okay. +4 to any so Soul's Blessing.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, so you're gonna discard that Priestess Moon Temple thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Discover +4. Now this is only for her though, right, Uhura?
Yes, that's for her.
Darn.
You gain. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did that. Okay, so this is done. So
And I get the minister.
You have to spend an action to pick that up.
Oh. How many actions did I do? I don't even know.
You went 1, did the mission for 2. Now this is your 3rd action.
Then I'll just pick this up
For 3.
for 3. Discard for +2. All right,
And
and
you
I
have
will reveal. We just need 1 more green. Is that what it is? Like, how do we win?
We need to do 3 yellow and 3 green. We need a yellow and a green, and then we need we found all the purples. So we need to reveal these cards. One of them's green, one of them's yellow.
I see. This one.
All right.
So that was my 3rd action.
Rebels. So this is the last rebel mission.
I see.
And it is combat and crew on space. Klingon advance base. Intercepted Klingon communications uncovers the location of the Klingon base on Nibia. Make a preemptive strike. On turn 18 or better, you defeat the Klingons, end the Civil War, get a better score. Okay. So long story short, combat. I mean, that's Kirk all the way. And I'm probably just gonna beam down and attempt it.
I'm still on my 4th action, right?
Yes, you are, because you moved, right?
Okay.
Now, if you stay there, Kirk can get a +2 from her and use her crew members.
Yeah, but none of them do anything.
Well, the yellow +1 is what you would give me.
Oh, yeah.
Out of all that.
All right, fine.
Well, you have a 4th action.
I will draw a card and see if I can give it to anyone.
Okay. Energize. So it is a +1 blue analysis. I don't see any analysis on the table, but it's a blue.
I'll give it to McCoy.
Yeah, in case there's a blue one.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you know what I should have done?
What?
No, my 4th action.
It's a little late now. You already drew the card.
I know. Darn it.
What do you want?
I wanted to drop this off so that I can drop it off on the thing so that McCoy can...
All right, well then we'll shuffle the card back in the deck. How about that? So give me the one that you just drew.
Fine.
And I'll shuffle this.
Unless...
It's fine. You can beam back for your last action and give the artifact to McCoy.
Okay.
So I'm going to shuffle. Go ahead and beam back.
Oh, but transferring...
It's a free action. You only... transferring crew cards is an action.
Okay.
Transferring transferring
items?
the encounter... Yeah, the discovery tokens is free, according to the rulebook. So you gave that to McCoy.
Sure. Sorry.
It's fine.
It would have only been 1 point.
Still, it's not bad. No, that's fine.
Oh, it actually would have been 3, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine. Okay, so Kirk is going to draw. 1, can you move that to 15?
Yeah.
And you must discard 1 token or lose 2 clicks.
Ooh.
Did I already use the rebel items? I don't know anymore. I think I used the rebel items on a previous turn.
I could have sworn you did too.
So I'm just gonna lose 1 of them then.
Unless, do we have cards? Would it say? Do we have?
Yeah, I know we did. So yeah, this needs Klingon evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna worry about this. I'm gonna get rid of 1 of my rebel items.
Okay.
And I've got 3 turns, 3 actions. So for action number 1, I think I'm gonna beam down here. This says crew on space, so it's 28. First of all, before I do that, let me just see what I have. Or do I go here first and just do this one?
I was thinking diplomacy.
And then everyone can sort of just team up on that.
Yeah.
All right, so, because I've got combat, but crew on space, that may not be enough.
Mm.
Oof, yeah. And I've got some tactical advantages.
You have 6 on yellow.
Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna move here first and attempt to this one. Okay, because we will get these revealed, and then maybe you can do them. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, so action number 1, beam down. Action number 2, attempt this at 20. I have 9 already. And
I read that as a 6.
Klingon evidences. I've got 2, but they're not going to help me with any sort of dice roll. 20, or I have 9 plus diplomacy, that's 11. I have another diplomacy, that's 13, and then 14, 15, 16. Plus I've got some cards to help me out. So 16, 9 is 25. Oh yeah, we murdered it. Woo. Okay, so we have the 2 Klingon evidences on me. You discover that the Klingon Empire is pressuring the Nibian government to reject the Federation. The purple one goes up 3.
Wow.
And we do 2A on the politics. And I'm just going to have that one here.
Okay.
That's the next one. And the next one is engineering and analysis. This is the Senate chambers. Nibia is facing a rebel insurgency and a widespread power shortage. The Klingons are sending a fleet to assist Nibia with only the Senate's approval. So honor day before 10. Well, we're not going to get that done. 24 plus after day 10. We need engineering and analysis. That's going to be a Spock thing, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's got both analysis and engineering.
Okay.
I may have Kirk. Actually, where's Kirk?
Right here.
Oh, thank you. So I beamed down for 1, attempted for 2. For my third action, I'm going to give the engineering officer to Spock.
Okay.
So he can work on that immediately.
Okay.
And that ends my turn. Spock, Klingon battle cruiser attacks. Okay.
So does it land on us?
No, it just stays where it is.
Oh, okay.
It is a 3 and a 3. So it's 3 plus the 9 at close range is 12. Our 4 plus the 9 at close range is 13. So there's no damage.
Plus the shield?
Plus the shields. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. We will shoot back. 2 and 2, it's not enough. 2 plus 8 is 10. His shields are 13. Plus the 2 is 15. It's not worth using cards to... Yeah, I think we're...
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a wash, but Spock has 4 actions. Spock is going to beam down for 1.
If you do damage on the Klingon, does it move back?
No.
So what happens once you kill it?
Nothing. I've never seen that happen, ever.
Okay.
The Klingon is just too powerful.
Okay.
For action number 1, beam down. Action number 2, attempt the mission. So just to see what I've got analysis.
Is that McCoy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Spock is over. Oh, darn. I'm over there. Okay, so maybe I can't do that. I'd have to beam. I'm going to have to end my turn up there and then beam down to do this later. What can I do?
I ruined it.
I'll pick... No, you're fine. It's a good thing you caught that. Discard for a +3 command. Well, that could help down there. Yeah, I'm going to have Spock come down here and assist Kirk on his next turn with this.
Okay.
So for 1, he's going to pick this up. And then 2, well, actually...
You have 4 actions.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Just to see what this is. Because we need the last green mission. So 2, what is this? Energy. Okay. So that is the last 3A mission. Oh, that's actually good for him.
Wow, you have dilithium samples.
I do. Okay. So for 3A, I need 23 or better. And analysis and dilithium samples. You work with Nibian engineers to improve their dilithium purification process. Okay, so let's math this out. Spock has 11, plus analysis, which is 13, plus his dilithium samples, which is 15. And then, let's see what else he has. He has a +2 planetary scientist, which doesn't help, but +2 is 17. And then if he needed to, does he? Yeah, +3 there. Okay, so I'm going to roll dice. 17.
Wow.
Okay, 17, it's 19, 22. All right, here's what I'm going to do. See, if I do, no, I'm going to voluntarily fail it and take a damage.
Oh, because you know you can roll better than that.
Yes. So now I'm going to attempt it again for action number 3.
Okay.
That's better. 6. Okay, so again...
That's their last action, though.
No, I have 4.
You picked something up.
Picked up 1, 2 move.
And then 3...
Okay, yeah, so last. Okay, you're correct. Okay, 6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. 18, 20... And then 20, 22. I could have sworn I had more than that. That's 25.
You have analysis on your guy?
I have analysis, yeah. So again, 6 plus 10 is 16. This analysis is 18. Dilithium is 20. 20, and then this is 22. 22 here, and then 22 plus 3 is 25.
Okay.
So I'm just going to discard this, and that's 25. So we got like the not the worst, but like the second up.
Wow.
We get a +5 on the green track. Although, is there anything I can do to...
I was going to ask, like, is there anything?
Yeah, I'm looking. Tactical advantage. No.
What's his special ability?
I can peek at stuff.
Oh.
But, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Turn.
So I got, so green goes up by 5.
Yeah.
So you did that. And this is done. So we've completed the last green mission.
Now we need the yellow and the last purple.
Yes. So this one and these 2, and we're done.
Okay.
So we just focus on those and we're home free.
Okay.
Okay, so Spock went, and it is now McCoy's turn, right?
Yeah, I'm going to beam down.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You get 2 actions.
Okay. I'm going to beam down to that
Here?
place. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt that for my second action.
Awesome. So you need transportation and artifact.
I have both artifacts.
Oh, so that's... Wow, your clicks by itself is 9. 9 plus your 2 artifacts is... 9 plus 4 is 13 already,
13.
Which is good. Wow, that's... beautiful. Okay, so you completed it. You lose a health.
That's fine.
But, yeah. You lose a health, but you got 2 artifacts here. When exposed to the planet Tachyon energy, the artifacts open a gateway in Anibia's past. Draw 3 energized cards and receive the ancient artifact.
Yay.
So you get 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yay.
And you also receive the ancient artifact, which is
it?
discard to gain 4 additional actions for this character.
Jeez.
Maybe wait on that until we're sure a mission doesn't need it, but...
Unless...
Well, I can tell you right now. Well, actually, no, we just did this one.
Yeah.
So...
Unless I discard it just so I can reveal this as quick as possible.
What do you mean?
Like, discard this for 4 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'd say beam up and then we'll focus... But that's not a mission though. That's just this is a side mission.
Oh.
Because this is the main mission and these two are the main missions. That's it. This is a
Okay.
side quest.
All right.
So you can take all that back.
For additional actions. Do these get discarded?
No.
Oh, really?
So you beam down and that's it.
Yeah.
And you did the mission.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be my last turn because I think you guys are.
Well, it is because two.
I know. I mean, like, there's no point in like I don't know what to do with this.
We're not done yet. We still have
Really?
3 to do. Trust me, it'll be fun.
All right. Well, maybe. All right.
Uhura, 1 star date. You're up to 16.
Fine.
And you have three actions.
I will beam down to that.
This here?
No. Wait. Engineering. Ugh. I don't have any engineering.
Well,
You know, here I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna beam down to here. Actually, no, I'm gonna be.
I wouldn't do that. I'd say beam here so that you can help me out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because crew on space will count toward.
Yeah. Plus,
Although you don't have a whole lot of crew on space that give yellow.
unless, hold on, I'm gonna beam down here for sure.
All right, for 1 action, beam
For 1
down.
action, I have what?
2 left.
2 left. I'm gonna draw a card.
Repair the Enterprise.
Whatever.
Actually, are we full up? Yeah, we're full up.
We are. I'll give this to Kirk.
Kirk, all right.
I'm gonna draw another
For
for
your
my
last
last
action.
action.
Surprise attack. Enterprise gains +2 to all weapons for 1 battle.
Jesus Christ, Kirk. That's fine.
Sorry. I mean, this is literally the last card.
That is crazy. We gotta bring out the other cards.
Yeah, the other cards that don't exist. All right, Kirk is going to draw a starbase or star date. 1 star date. And Kirk, where's he at? He's here. You and any other players in your location each lose 2 clicks.
Ooh.
Nasty. So he's down to 7. Wow, 7 health. The lowest is 11, 12.
Okay.
So
maybe I should
12 is
probably
like.
tell you.
Yeah, I still have 8 for this, and I think. So where was I here?
Yeah, yours.
So if I go 1 and.
Try for it.
Well, before I do that, transfer 1 crew member. So can I take a crew member that has combat? Does anyone else have combat? This guy does. Spock has it. I'm going to use my second action to take a crew member from Spock and give it to myself for combat.
Nice.
And now for my third action, I will attempt this. So he's got 8 already, so he needs 20. So I guess we'll just roll the dice. Well, yeesh. I've got a +5 here if I need it. I've got combat, and I've got these.
I cannot use anything, right?
You can use the crew on space.
That's
so you're
it?
yellow.
That is so silly. I can't use tokens or like cards.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then Kirk's is combat as well. So it's 12, 13. 13 plus 8 is 21.
21, and then this will be 22.
2, yes. So I need a 6 or better. Because hold on. After, I'm going to re-roll dice with this Starfleet training. There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Blew out of the water.
That is, I take 2 damage in the process. I'm down to 9.
I will heal you with all my actions.
But let's see. That's 14. That's plus 6 is 20. I just need 8. Combat is 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't even need to spend these.
Yep.
So these come back to Kirk. These come back to me. That was like, I've never seen that before.
That's awesome.
But a last-ditch effort, he went in there, Klingon base, on or before day 18, which we did.
Wow.
You defeat the Klingons and end the Civil War. At +9 on the Rebel score. Yellow.
Wow. So 14.
Not bad. All right, so the yellow mission is now done. Our last ones are these over here.
The purples.
Yep. Okay. And it is Spock's turn. All right, Spock. Klingon battle cruiser attacks. All right. is a 3 and a 2. I can already tell you that we're fine. 9 plus 2 is 11. And the shields are, yeah, we're good. The Enterprise will attack back unless it's a wild swing. 3 and a regeneration. Actually, the shield value on that would be 13. 13, and then this is 8. No. Nope, not worth it. Okay, so no damage, but now Spock has 3 turns.
Okay.
I feel like he can't do anything over there. Like, what's he gonna do? He needs to get over here to do this. So 1, 2, 3.
Unless you do it next turn.
I'm going to beam back to the ship for 1, and then I'm going to heal myself twice to give myself, I'm on 3, yeah. So I'm going to heal myself once to 4, so I'm fully healed.
Nice.
And then I've got one more action left. I just draw a card. And it is a +2 to any one challenge or dice roll. All right, McCoy.
All right, McCoy.
2 star dates. You're in a 19.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And
4 actions?
4 actions. We need to converge on this point and start doing stuff.
Then how about... I wanted to heal you, Kirk. He's so low. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But...
I could heal you twice.
1, 2, 3...
1, 2, 3. Oh, I could heal you once.
That wouldn't be worth it.
Play only one.
Can you do this on your own? Do you have any red?
I don't have any red at all.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Enterprise. No, these are Enterprise cards.
One option is, it's a shame that Uhura doesn't go first or something.
I know. Now, okay. What are you going to do as Kirk?
I'm going to converge everyone over here so we can do these last 2 missions quickly.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to beam up.
All right.
And I'm going to heal myself.
Okay, so action number 2.
Yeah.
All right, 2 heal. So you're on 3.
3?
Yeah.
Was I at my lowest
5.
Or something?
No, you're at 5.
I'll
Now
heal
you're at
again.
3. Yep, go for it. 3. Okay. Now you're at full health.
No, I'm at full health. And that was my 3rd action?
Yep, now you have 1 more.
My 4th action, I'll just draw a card.
All right, well. Command authority, take 3 additional actions.
I can't really do that because I can't beam down, right?
No. You'd be drawing more cards, but that's about it.
This should make me beam down. It's an artifact. Just saying. All right.
You could pass the artifact to Spock and see if he needs it for, I don't know. Spock is there with him. You could pass him the artifact.
I think I might actually, because McCoy's kind of useless right now because I can't beam down. Discard for all. Okay.
But you can't give Spock action cards.
Oh, okay. But I can give you items for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you these just in case you come across. Oh. You know what? How many crew cards can we trade with each other?
1 at a time.
Oh, okay. So I have 1 action left, right?
Yeah, so you can give me
I'm going to give you an analysis card.
Okay, so that's a +1, but another +2 there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
All right, Uhura. I have to...
Her name.
Uhura? It's Swahili.
Yeah, but you said it with such aggression. It kind of sounded different.
Uhura.
Yeah. All right.
It's, 4 actions, but the battlecruiser attacks.
Jeez.
All right, well, let's see what happens. 3 and 2. 2, again, we're fine.
Okay.
We attack back. 1 and, nope, nothing.
Okay,
so it's
fine.
a wash. At this point, combat is a wash. We've got all these extra bonuses up here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just draw a card.
I'm going to draw a card for 1. Mm-hmm. Repair.
I'll stick that to Kirk.
Okay, why wouldn't you just move over here?
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Help us out with the things. You could go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. I figured cards would help out too.
This is everything. This is the discard pile.
Yeah.
That is all action cards at this point.
Oh, really?
We have all the crew members we're going to get.
Okay, all right, fine.
So anything you draw, you're keeping because it's an action card. Well, I guess you could give it to another person.
I could give it to anyone else with your Hora.
Yeah, but I'd say...
All right. So that was one action?
Yeah,
so
1, 2, 3.
2, 3, 4.
There you go. And I'll Kirk. You must discard 1 crew or lose 2 clicks.
Okay. Discard a crew.
I'm going to have to because I'm on 9.
Yeah, discard a crew.
One that doesn't matter. That's Spock. Let's see. For Kirk, combat, diplomacy, and bridge officer. I don't know which one I'm going to need. I have a combat, so maybe I'll get rid... Well, I have both diplomacy and combat. I guess I'll get rid of diplomacy. Yeah, diplomacy. No, politics you'd think would be diplomacy and not combat. So I'm going to get rid of combat.
Okay.
And that's that. And I have 3 actions. And the stardate moves up 1.
I already did that.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. I would say heal.
Well, I need to get over here.
Yeah, but you can do that next turn, right? Or...
I'm at 6.
Yeah, I would heal.
All right, so I'm going to beam up for 1, and I'm going to heal twice. 5. Well, that's beautiful. Well, I'm down to 4. And I will... Oh. Actually, I'm going to give Spock a card, if I can. He needs engineering and analysis. Well, never mind. Nothing I have is going to help him. I guess I'll heal a second time. 3. So I'm full... yeah, 1, 2.
That's so confusing, the terminology. I'm down to 4. I'm at full health.
I mean, it's the click number.
I know.
1 through 12 is the click number.
It's just so weird.
1 is full health, 12 is not.
Okay.
And that's it. So Spock is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Klingon attacks again. Mm-hmm. And this time, we defended for sure, but we take a damage. I'm going to just spend that now to repair it. Oh, wait, Spock.
Yep.
I don't have one.
Wow.
So the Enterprise is going to take a single click of damage. 977 is the stats there. And 5 and 5. Do we actually punch through? 5 plus 7 is 12 and 13. Oh, no, we did not. Nope. Okay. Spock's first action is going to beam down here.
I don't even know what happened there.
That's okay. We're going to beam down here. It's a wash.
Okay.
The Klingons and we attacked each other and the dice rolls, everything was a wash.
Okay.
He has 7 engineering.
We didn't beat it.
We did not. That's okay.
Darn.
7 engineering plus, let's see, analysis is, he's got analysis and engineering. Mm-hmm. So that's 7 plus 4 is 11. Analysis is 13. Engineering plus 1 is 13 plus 3 is 16. Red by itself here is 18. Transportation is just plus 1. 19. And...
Aurora's 21.
21, correct. And I can add a plus 2 if I need it. So we have 21. Okay. And Spock takes a hit, but we passed it.
We blew it out the water.
Yeah, so we're on 2. Mm-hmm. All right, so we did not do it in time, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But after day 10, you determine that the Enterprise and its crew can assist the Nibians before the Klingons arrive. Plus 1 to purple.
Okay.
And that means we pull out 3B for the last one. Oh. 3B. Stealth and artifact.
Oh, okay.
And Spock just did...
His last action?
No, he beamed down and did something. He has 1 more action left.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to move up here to assist in the dice rolls.
Okay.
And it's McCoy's turn.
I'm going to beam down to that. Oh. Yeah.
If you are alone, you lose 2 clicks, but you're not alone.
No.
Kirk's there. So just move the stardate up.
Yep, just did.
All right, 3 actions.
I'm going to go down there.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Because I have the items.
Your red is... You could pass them to Spock or to anyone else that goes there later. So he has an 8 in red.
But I was thinking though.
Uhura can go down there.
Yeah, if Uhura goes there, can I still take
Yes.
artifacts
Yes,
from
you can
McCoy?
pass. You can pass stuff between crew officers.
Okay. How's Spock's health?
Spock is at 2. He's fine. He's
Okay. How's my health?
You can't heal yourself.
Oh yeah.
You're at full health anyway.
Okay, good. I guess I'll pick up the guy first. The artifact thing.
Okay. +3 to operations challenge. That's fine. You can just pass it to Uhura later.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then you have one more action.
That's our last mission, right?
That's the last one. Once we do it, we're done.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a card.
+3 to actions.
I'll pick 3 more cards.
All right. 3 more cards it is.
Unless I gave that to Uhura so that she can pass them, but whatever. Actions. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Told you they're all actions. We saw. Yeah, you're.
I'll do 3 more cards.
Are you? No. This is just gonna loop. This is awful. No.
Look at that. No.
But
No.
McCoy has the +3/+3s. He can't pass them. You've got 2 +3 reds there.
Oh crap.
I mean, McCoy can attempt it, but
What happens if I lose? If I attempt
you just lose a clicks.
I lose clicks.
Yeah.
I'm almost tempted to try.
He's got the artifacts. So wait,
Might as well.
you've got a score of 8.
8.
You have 2 artifacts, so that's you're up to 12. 12 plus this guy.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
That's 15, 18, 21. You've got 21 with everything. So just roll as high as you can. You got this. 7. 21 plus 7 is 28. You turn everything in. You did the best result. You recover the artifacts and return them to the temple in time for the signing ceremony. Receive Soul's Blessing, which we already have.
Yeah.
+9 on the purple track.
Whoa. All right. 14.
And that is the end of the game. We completed all the story arcs before the Klingons blew us up and before the tracker went all the way down to the bottom here. What was that last mission?
The lithium supply.
It was a side quest. Diplomacy and communications.
It requires... It doesn't require dilithium, but it says to deliver it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd to me.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, what did you think?
I would house rule a lot of stuff, honestly.
Tell me. No.
I would house rule it so that somehow the Klingons will go at least back. Like, it would be a back and forth type of thing, not a deadlock.
Mm-hmm.
I would house rule it so that it would be a little bit easier to actually play more co-op-y. Because Deep Rock Galactic board game, for example, you can actually use, like, you know, one-off cards for other people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And with this one, you're very limited to only being in the spot that you're in.
Right.
With the person. And that's kind of like, I mean, with the technology that they have now in Star Trek, you know, you'd think that, all right, I'm just going to, like, you know, materialize this in your hand.
You'd think. But there had to be some...
Yeah, I guess.
Something. I mean, I don't think this is a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, like you said, I felt like a lot of times these people, Kirk had these people, which this person needed, and this person had this, which this person needed, and yeah, we've got actions like Kirk can give cards, and Uhura can draw cards and give them. That's a way around that problem, but I still felt like we were kind of slow rolling it because we were unlucky and couldn't get who we needed where.
Yeah, I didn't realize how important it was to use your last action to actually beam up the ship so you can actually teleport anywhere on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I would have actually done that better.
What's your first time playing?
Yeah. I liked the game. Oh, I was going to say something and I forgot.
Something about house rolling or no?
Maybe. I like the little story tracker here. I think that's
really.
Cool.
I think it's just.
Really?
It's okay. Well, what can you read the purple, yellow, and green?
The planet.
Is this for purple?
Yeah. For politics, the planet aligns with the Federation. The rebels retreat and civil war is averted. But with ecology or energy, the ecosystem is weakened and some people die.
Oh, that's nice.
But the worst stuff is, like, if you go in the negatives, which crack me up. Planet declares war on the Federation, the civil war leaves the planet in ruins, and the planet becomes
You like the storyboard thing.
I do. I think it's cute.
I could care less. My thing is I just want to win, and that be that. But I like the general idea. I love that the difficulty. Sorry, you whore. I love that the. What are you laughing at?
That was funny.
Sorry, you were. Sorry. Are you okay there? All right, good. I love that. Well, these cards don't have them.
Okay.
Like this. No beaming this turn. Klingon battle cruiser. So if you want to make it harder, you can observe the other colors if you want.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that. I think the component quality is fantastic.
Yes.
The models themselves, like these are actually better than Star Trek Attack Wing. Star Trek Attack Wing being like X-Wing, except WizKids made the Star Trek version. I love the models on these. They're great.
You can use them in X-Wing, can't you?
The clicks are a little difficult. I actually prefer Tabletop Simulators mod, where instead of it being a click, it's just a mat, and you move the token onto the next click, and you can see all the stats no matter what click is what. I like that better than the clicks, to be honest. But I love the models. They're just very well done.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So I'm not too fond of the flow of the game.
Okay.
Just because maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. Maybe it's because the health tracker is really confusing to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm maybe that was my fault because I didn't explain it right.
No, it's just my confusing brain. Like, I'm so used to, like, the higher the number is, the better.
In a way, it is. Like, the stats for yellow, blue, and red, the more health they have, the higher they are. That's what you're thinking, which is perfect. But it's hard to see, but there's a little red number. Like, a tiny, tiny, microscopic red number. It's like, it's next to the blue. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah?
That's the number of click. That's the click number that it's on.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by click number.
I would have said more like...
1 is the max health, 12 is knocked out.
Okay. So I wouldn't even call it a click now. I would call it like, the nuke number, make it more scary, I guess. But then the flow of the game, like... Well, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this, but
was there something that you wanted to do during the game that you couldn't because of these actions, or what?
Kind of. Like, I don't know. I can't even explain it, but the flow was like really off. I think it's just because of our turns. I wish that like when we started a round, we can actually like discuss who will go first. I think that would be cool. And then once that is in play, then,
I see. So so rather than it being a clockwise turn order, it's for this round, Spock will go first, then McCoy, then Spock. I wish we could break up. Like, I wish it weren't like in Pandemic. It's player board, like AI, player board, player board, player board. I wish like a lot of games do that. I like there's a deck builder called Aeon's End where you like multiple people can sometimes go, multiple heroes, and then the monster goes. Or like I like that better, where everyone gets to do their thing and then the board does bad things to you. I like that rather than it being a back and forth constant thing. But it wouldn't be balanced in that sense.
Yeah. I really liked it though. It was fun, and like you said, the components are absolutely fantastic. The cards are so nice. I don't know.
They're thick. I don't know what material this is, but it's like
they feel nice against my face.
It's like they're not laminated, but
yeah, they're nice and good quality.
I like them.
Even the tokens aren't bad. They're like regular tokens, but I like them.
Yeah, so good on quality. It's a decent co-op game.
Just a little few house rules for us personally, I think would make it much more fantastic.
I wish there was more to the whole Enterprise and Klingon battlecruiser attacking each other.
Yes.
Like, it was just, I feel like the whole Enterprise and Klingon battle thing was an aside. I would have done, I wish there was like shields to worry about and like, I don't know, like maybe the positioning, like put them on a 3D, I don't know, like a grid and then move them around and...
Yeah. I would like to do like dice mitigation, like...
Yeah. Well, there is the dice mitigation in this is lose more
cards.
Clicks. The cards and lose clicks to get more
That's
result.
true. That's true. I would love like like move the Klingon ship forward 1 space if you want to like add a pip to a dice or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else to say about it? I mean,
no, it was a pretty decent game. I enjoyed it.
yeah. One thing I don't like also is that some of the missions require like rebel items or artifacts or whatnot, and the game doesn't tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
So first-time players are going to be like, "Well, I spent these artifacts. Now I can't do this mission because I didn't know it was a thing that we needed." I don't like that.
Yeah,
I wish it said somewhere in the FAQ, artifacts or these tokens can be used in missions. Use their abilities at your own risk. Something like that would have been helpful to new players.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I agree. Oh, one other thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the movie, so the theme was terrible.
The Kelvin timeline thing.
Yeah, the Kelvin.
The
What is
Kelvin.
it? The Kelvin timeline.
The Kelvin timeline with Christopher Pine, Quentin Tarantino,
Yeah, like I don't even.
Carl Urban.
Yeah, I don't even.
I know it's not Quentin Tarantino.
I don't even care for Star Trek.
Quinto.
Jack Pinto.
No,
Pinto Bean.
it's Quinto. I just don't remember his first name. Go ahead.
I don't even like. I'm not that big of a fan of Star Trek, so to put like this movie, I was just like, oh.
I would have preferred the original cast.
Yeah.
Give me a Shatner and Nimoy and
Patrick Stewart, even
DeForest
like
Kelly.
The next gen.
Yeah, next gen. That would have
That's
been cool
a classic.
Mm-hmm. We need more games like it.
Yeah.
We have the Star Trek deck builders, so we'll just have to stick with that.
And the 5-year mission.
The 5-year mission, yep. Mm-hmm.
Which is my favorite.
I know it's your favorite. It's a lot less meaty than this.
Yeah, and Flux.
In Flux.
Star Trek Flux.
Mm-hmm. That's just crazy talk.
Yeah.
All right, Star Trek Expeditions. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vincent Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Bye, guys.